been a while since I've been able to do one of these. Let's see, we had Southern Assault, the big GT here, and I didn't take pictures during the tournament. And since then, I've actually been borrowing Collins's Warriors of Chaos to do some practice with that while I'm trying to paint up an entire... I started putting together a Warriors of Chaos army the night after Southern Assault, and been working on that, getting that together for the Nova Open, which is coming up over Labor Day weekend. So, been working hard at that. I don't know if I'll get through with it, but while I'm getting it together, I've been borrowing Collins's army. So, let me run you through it really quick, what I'm taking here. So, we got 2 units of Warhounds, and they have Vanguard, and that's just to honestly fill out a few more points for my core. And then from left to right here on the disc there, and on the left side of the picture, it's my BSB. He's the Zinch disc BSB with a 3 upper rollable save, all that jazz. 2 Chimera. The very center of the picture, there's Collins's Demon Prince. If you look closely, you can see the top hat that he's wearing. He's a level 4 Laura Nurgle flying Demon Prince. And in front of him, we got a unit of 3 Skull Crushers with a banner and musician. Unit of 10 Warriors with a standard. And we got a little bit of proxying over here. So there's 3 on the left, 3 regular Nurgle marked Warriors of Chaos Chariots. And the primed model, you see the really big one there, is my Hell Cannon. And then the base with the thing on the right is a proxied Gorby's Chariot. I actually have these models built, but I forgot to bring them on Tuesday, so I'm playing with a little bit of proxies going on. And this is Ian's army. On the left, we have a big unit of Saurus, and the 2 models with white bases there, they're actually like some furry rhino models, but those are his proxied Stegodons. In the middle of the 2 Stegodons, you have a big unit of Temple Guard. Behind it, there's a Slann. It's a big Tyranid looking thing, and you can also see 2 units of skirmishing skinks, and in the very front of the picture, right behind the church building, is a unit of chameleon skinks. You can also see he's got another unit of skinks over there. So first thing I did is, I don't know what I'm doing with these dogs in this game, and I don't know how much use they are in this game. I vanguarded the 2 units of dogs up. And then I got first turn and moved them up. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm kind of dumb with dogs. I'm still learning. Everything else moved up. I think I got the gist of how the rest of the army works, and that's move everything up and beat things to death. Yeah, and this is definitely, you can see how I'm an idiot here. He just turns his skanks around, and I think in his first turn of shooting, he's going to take a shot at the dogs that are closest to his unit. He's only going to kill 1, but that's just luck on my part. And then he also moves the chameleon skinks up to block the skull crushers. And I was hoping when I charge these guys that I would overrun into the side of those other skinks. It's about 8 inches away. And he's separated, I think I just took this picture to show, he separated out a skink character and put it there. So he's got an additional level of blocking over there, which is smart on his part. And he moves 1 Stegodon up. This is going to be the sacrificial Stegodon. He's hoping to hold me off a little bit. The Slann is over there. It's joined the skinks, actually. So it's getting a look out, sir, but we'll see how that goes. So in his turn, he Wisson's Wild Forms the Ancient Stegodon. It's now Strength 7, Tough 7, or Strength 6, Tough 7, so that's pretty good. And so, at the beginning of my turn, I tried to charge the skinks, who just wiped the unit of dogs that could see him, so that was embarrassing. And I did charge, got into the chameleon skinks there. Obviously they were only like an inch away, so skull crusher tied up there. And then I put a bunch of that Stegodon. I put 2 chariots. I think a 3rd chariot failed, and I put the BSB. The BSB's got a great weapon, so he's strength 7, so I feel like I can at least do some real damage here. And then I've moved the Demon Prince up. He really didn't have anything good to charge that I felt like he should charge, but I can put him where he can. He's not too close to the Temple Guard. I don't actually care if the Temple Guard charge me. That's great too. But what he's doing is giving a nice leadership bubble, especially to the Chimera there. And you can see I'm still moving these dogs around like an idiot. This is not my forte here. These dogs. And yeah, I think the important thing here, you can see both what I got off magically here. He had all those skinks with his Slan there, and I got the D6 Strength 5, take a toughness test, and if you fail, repeat Nurgle spell off, wipe those skinks out, left only the Slan alive. And then I also managed to get off, I reduced the toughness on the Stegodon to a 5. So yeah, he's now a tough 5, and I've got all these Strength 5 impact hits and a Strength 7 BSB in his face. So I obviously crushed the Chameleon Skinks with these Skull Crushers, and they overran 7, so they're an inch away, unfortunately, from those other Skinks. They couldn't quite finish the job. But these guys, they finished the job. I think he may have died to impact hits. I can't remember, but it was really quick. And I did not overrun. I held back with the BSB. I didn't want the BSB to overrun and land right in front of the Temple Guard, because they, on a charge with 3 ranks and maybe probably not a wound, but 3 ranks and a charge and a banner, can probably make him run. So what I did was I blocked them up by charging with or overrunning with the chariots and leaving the BSB back. I've also got this weird charge in. I think I did this just for kicks. I did this, I think I needed like an 11 to get there, but I was just going to piddle around with the Chimera anyway, and it was fun. So I charged a Chimera into his other Stegodon, and it actually ended up only taking a wound and did 3 wounds, and he held. But next turn he obviously gets an entire unit of Saurus into the flank of the Chimera, and he charges that chariot on the left there with his Temple Guard. And he does a smart thing in the last picture. He does a smart thing. He moves his Slan over so that when the Temple Guard overrun, they're going to hit in such a way that the Slan is going to be unchargeable. And this is a funny thing. So he, for fun or whatever, he charges his Skink Priest into the side of my Skull Crushers, and I'm like, okay, well, they'll just kill him, and then they'll turn around and whatever. That'll be funny. So he shoots some dogs. They run away. It's the story of dogs. And he actually, this is a weird angle, but he beats the Temple Guard beat that chariot, but they don't kill it. They pursue into the other chariot, and that's fine. And so here's what happens here. My Skull Crushers, he charges in a flank, and my Skull Crusher on its side has 6 attacks. Hits on 3s, wounds on 2s. Oops, sorry. Hits on 3s, wounds on 2s, and yeah, it does. I think I rolled 6 1s throughout that. So what I have to do is I lose by 1 because I have a banner. And my guys might have gotten run down by a Skink Priest, which would have been really funny. I actually wouldn't have minded at all. But they did make their save, and then they tested to reform. And, I got the front facing so that I can get 12 attacks next time, if need be, because 6 just wasn't doing it. This combat, all I'm doing is eating up. I've got that Chimera. He's not really doing any wounds to me. And I'm just eating up Saurus, and I end up losing by 1, but I've got the BSB close enough, and I've got the Demon Prince close enough that I'm testing on an 8, so with a reroll, so just stuck right in there. And then in my turn, he's in prime position, so I put the BSB, a Chimera, the Demon Prince, and a Chariot into the front of his Temple Guard, and I put one other chariot into the flank of the Saurus just to help hold that combat while the Temple Guard get annihilated. At this point, Ian called it, because it's just, it's not looking really great for the Lizardmen. I think that Lizardmen in their old book, this was a really bad matchup versus Warriors of Chaos, and I think in the new book, it's probably a worse matchup for the Lizardmen. So, yeah, but it was a fun game, I think, for both Ian and I. We both had fun. So, look forward to seeing you in the next game, and look forward to heading up to Nova Open. I'm going to try to get pictures on that one.